Hello, students. Good afternoon. How are you all doing today? Please send me some emoji, anything. Okay, just to see that you are here. Okay, I see emoji from Indonesia, from Philippines, from Myanmar, Singapore, Brunei. Okay. Can I get emoji from Thailand? Or Laos? Okay, I got Thailand now. Okay, Vietnam, are you here? Malaysia, hi. Okay, what did I? Indonesia? Oh, Indonesia sent a lot already. Okay, keep coming, keep coming. Hello. Okay, don't forget to change your name, okay? Country, schools, and then your name. Log in as a group, country, and then your name, okay? Don't forget to change your name. And same protocol for the rest of the day. Okay, and if you have to leave on time, if we overrun the session, that's okay. You can leave before that. You can leave before the session end. If it's go over the time, we'll send the recording to you as usual and also the feedback form. Okay, no worries. We'll try to end on time today, okay? I said I'll try, but I'm not promising, okay? Because if we get rich in discussion, well, it will be hard to, stop you from sharing your wonderful idea to us, okay? Okay, so we have 152 logins. Okay, and it's keep coming. Don't forget to change your name, okay? I see some of you still haven't changed your name. Okay, don't forget to change your name. Okay, don't forget to change your name, okay? I still see some of you. Okay, let me check. 162 logins. Okay. So today is day 4, okay? So we got 2 more to go. I know that you are excited for today's session, okay? Hello from Semarang, Indonesia. Hi. Hello from the Philippines. From Temasak Secondary. Hi. Okay. Hello from Laos. Hi, David. Hello from Brunei. Hi from Malaysia. Hello. Okay, it's going crazy in the chat box. Okay, cool. Hello. Okay, so we will start now, okay, with the simul color as usual. Hi everyone, greeting from Bangkok, Thailand. Welcome to day 4 of the SSSC workshop. And my name is Pichaya, your MC as usual. So, how are you all doing today? I hope you're doing well. I hope you had your lunch. I hope you are full. I hope you are energetic for today's session because you're going to need a lot of energy today. Okay, so remember last week we have a session with two of the speakers and we have learned about the SDGs. Also, we have learned about climate change. And as you can remember, the facilitators, they always mention to think globally. So what does it mean then to think globally? And that is what we are going to talk about today, okay? So the program for today, we are going to talk about the global citizenship, okay, or GCET for short. We're going to have some workshop activity with you also, and then we're going to have some Q&A for you also, okay? Next. And we have with us Ms. Maggie Yang from the Asia Pacific Center of Education for International Understanding, or APSEU for short. So, Ms. Maggie, let's take it away.
Thank you. Good day, everyone. My name is Maggie Yang, and I'm from Indonesia, and I'm currently working at the Asia Pacific Center of Education from International Understanding. And it's so good to have you all today with us. And I was so excited earlier to see all of the reactions and unending chats on the chat box. So looking forward to have the discussion with you all today. And happy National Education Day for those from Indonesia. It's 2nd of May today, right? And without further ado, may I ask the team to show the slide? And as you can see today, as mentioned by our MC earlier as well, we will share with you about the global citizenship education, or what we call as GCED or GSAT, or whichever you prefer. And maybe go to the next slide, please. And here's the agenda for today. As you can see, we'll try to understand who is a global citizen. Like, what do we mean when we call someone a global citizen? And also, I will explain it in conjunction with global citizenship education, or GCED. And as if we have time later on, I will quickly go through the programs at APSEU targeting the youth, including all of you. And last but not least, we'll do the closing. And hopefully we can finish all of this by 3 p.m. Singapore time. Next slide, please. It's unfortunate that we cannot meet in person, but we would like to know more about you. And before we begin the session in the serious mode, I'd like to ask you to share which city you come from, because, you know, we are from 10, 11 ASEAN countries, and like we might have not been able to visit your city. So it would be great if you can share where you come from and let us know how's your internet connection there. Is it good, or is it like kind of like not clear? Let us know, and I will start. Oh, we have someone from Yangon. Oh, sorry to hear their internet connection is quite bad, but like I'm in Seoul now, and I'll try clear. Wow, we have lots of answers. Singapore clear, Indonesia Magelang clear, Lingayen mid internet connection, from Basalat, Garcia, Quezon City, hello there. Brunei, Hanoi, wow, so many people. Kuantan, Malaysia, good afternoon. And we have also from Karanganyar, Samar, Indonesia, Salatiga, Kuala Belait, Yangon, not really clear. Okay, so maybe we have to speak a little bit slowly in order to ensure everyone can hear us there. Chiang Mai, clear. Patay, Myanmar, clear. Myanmar, Mudon. Wow. So you can see, everyone, that even though we're from 11 ASEAN countries, we can see that everyone is from different city, even from the same country. So it's good, yeah, that we have a very diverse population within our session today. It's good. Are we having more? Yes, keep going. Malaysia, Chiang Mai, Yangon, Myanmar, fairly good. From Phnom Penh, clear. Baguio City, a little bit bad. Sorry to hear that. Brunei, awesome. So it's I think we can see that most of us got like moderate to quite good internet connection today. So hopefully we can have fun together, because if we have time, we'll like to hear directly from you on some of the questions that we'll raise over the session. And can we go to the next slide, please? So yeah, are you ready? Yeah, can I see some reaction, like thumbs up or like small face or anything? Okay, I can see thumbs up from the students as well. Awesome. Next slide, please. So yeah, I would like to start our session today with a little bit of survey. When you hear a question, are you a global citizen? Are you a global citizen? What is your first answer? Yes or no? Can we ask also the team from CMU to pull up the poll and so the students can answer it? There's no right. Okay, there's no right or wrong question. There's no right or wrong answer. So you can just answer the poll. I will give you like 1 minute. It's quick answer. There's no right and wrong answer. So please feel free to answer it. And I can see that people on the chat box also answering the questions. Oh, is it on the poll? Like, are you answering the questions on the poll?
The poll is up. So students, please click on the poll, okay? There's yes and no. Yeah, you click on the poll and then you click submit. Okay.
Yes, there is no right or wrong answer. So again, feel free. You don't have to look your friend's answer next to you. You can just answer whichever. We just want to know, what do you think when you hear the question, are you a global citizen? Has everyone answered? Can we see the result now? Okay, so wait, I cannot see the number clearly, but based on the bar, the majority of you answered yes. Awesome. So we'll keep this number in mind. Can I also ask if can we have the screenshot of the result and be put on chat box somewhere? Because to be honest, I cannot see clearly the number. But yeah, and it's awesome that we can see that the majority of you answered yes. That's good. That's a good start. Can we also go back to the presentation file again and go to the next slide, please? So yeah, again, thank you to all of you for answering this quick poll. And now I would like to introduce to you, what does it mean when we talk about global citizenship and global citizenship education? Awesome. Right. So who is a global citizen and why GCED, GSAT, global citizen education is important? The clue is head, heart, and hand. Any guess, anyone on the chat box? If you want to give any reaction, please use the chat box because we have hundreds of you today with us. So, but again, there's no right or wrong answer. I'm just curious, when you see these 3 H, head, heart, and hand, what do you think? Who is a global citizen? What does it mean, having head, heart, and hand? Okay, so a lot of people say heart, 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 heart. Coordination, oh yes, that's also important. Anyone living, heart, human, heart, I think heart, humans. Okay, all right. Someone who thinks, acts, and shares. Interesting. Well-being, heart. Okay, all right. I guess the majority of you are you got 30 points as by now. Can we go to the next slide, please? Ta-da! So a global citizen, as you can see on the screen, is a person who thinks, shares, and acts. What does it mean when you say that a global citizen is a person who thinks, share, and act? And what are we trying to do when we say that a person is a global citizen? Can we go to the next slide, please? So the first one, think. When we say that a person is a think person, meaning that you are informed and critically literate, right? So I'll just quickly give you the definition of what does it mean to be a think person, meaning that you have the knowledge on various issues around the world, but the most important thing is like how you get the information, right? So are you getting it from unreliable resources, or you get it from like, reliable resources like news, credible articles, etc., etc.? And how do you perceive the information itself? Like when you receive an information, do you just believe in it, or do you take time to cross-check the fact that you receive with other sources of information? So next slide, please. So I'm just curious. I want you to share with me, how do you usually obtain your information? It can be anything, Instagram, Snapchat. Do you still use Snapchat? I'm not sure. TikTok. It can be news article. It can be from your family, your friends. How do you get your information? Okay, so most of you answered social media, all apps, Twitter, Instagram, of course, Discord. Oh yeah, that's quite a famous source of information these days. Gossip, hello. No judgment, but that's also a very big source of information indeed. Articles, news, internet, TV, news channel, Discord again, gossip, television, reliable sources, family WhatsApp. Hello, what's on the family WhatsApp group? I'm curious. So yeah, YouTube feeds. So you can see, right? The majority of you usually use the social media. It's undeniable that you are the expert in using the technology. Your generation is a very tech-savvy generation, and that's a good thing. But however, when we talk about a global citizen, one, of course, it's important to get like the latest news. It's important to be engaged in what is happening around the world, right? Like for example, yesterday we have Labor Day, right? And I'm sure many of your countries you have public holiday. That's like the most recent thing happening around the globe, right? And but another thing is like not just about how you get the information, but how, like through which channel you got the information, but how you get it and how you use the information, right? So when you are a global citizen, like the most important thing is, again, you get it from a reliable sources. I'm not judging, like we are not saying that it's bad to get information from social media. Social media can also be a reliable sources, but the more important thing is like when you get the information from social media, are you cross-checking it with other sources of information like news, like television, like radio, etc., etc. So ensure that all of the information that you get is a reliable sources. Another thing is like always be critical, right? As what mentioned earlier on the previous slide, meaning that when you receive information, you have to think. When you get a news saying that like, oh, a person gave birth to 15 babies, does it make sense? So that's the two things that we want to highlight to you when we talk about a global citizen that think, which is like obtain information, have the knowledge, but also critical with the knowledge that they receive. Are we good so far? Am I talking too fast, or are we on the same page? Yes? Can I get like a thumbs up on your reaction to see that I'm making sense here? Okay, thank you so much. So that's the first one, think. Can we go to the next slide, please? All right, another element of a global citizen is share. So once you got the information to think, you start thinking, okay, this is happening. The second important element of a global citizen is like, how do you feel about it? So but what we mean when we say like share, it means like you are socio-emotionally connected with other people and other situations that happening around the world. And also you respect the diversity that happens around you. See? So as you can see on the slide, when we say someone is socio-connected, is that you have a sense of like, I belong to this world. I'm not just like, let's say, I'm not just an Indonesian, but I'm also at the same time a part of this world, right? Our world is so connected right now. Whatever happens in one country or even a small city, it can be affecting or can be affected by. So that's one, socially connected. And then the second part of it is like respectful of diversity. Like even you can imagine, right? Like for example, I'm not taking this example because I'm from Indonesia, but I guess it's just relates so much to me that it's easier for me to explain to you, is that, for example, Indonesia is a very big country, right? Each city, for information, we have different local language. So, for example, if you're from Medan, you speak a different language, a local language from someone from Bali or from Papua. So every city has different culture, different food, different way of talking, etc., etc. And I'm sure in each country we have different type of people. We have different people from a diverse culture that makes them sometimes can cause friction. But being a global citizen means that how do you accommodate, how do you accept these differences, right? For example, I think one of the cases that I found quite disturbing, at least in my opinion, when I encounter people from all around the globe, is that when people criticize the accent that a person have when they speak English, when, sometimes people say, like, oh, he or she doesn't have American accent or English accent. But the point of communication, why we speak English, like, it's about communicating, right? The point of communication is like, I understand what you're saying. You understand what I'm saying. That's the point of communication, isn't it? So I also ask every one of us here, like, when we say that we respect diversity, we respect the whole element of this individual that is different from us, including, the way he or she thinks, the way he or she accepts the world, the way he or she feels things. Those kind of important elements of being global citizens that we respect, although we are different and we might sometimes disagree of how other people thinks or reacts. We can just, I understand your position. This is my position. We might be different, but I acknowledge that you have a different opinion from me. So that's what being socio-emotionally connected and respect the diversity. All right. Are we okay so far? Can we try a little bit of exercise if that's okay? All right. And if you have any questions, sorry, I should have mentioned this earlier, but if you have any question at any time, you can keep it first, and then at the end we'll have a Q&A session so we can discuss all questions in one time, in one go. Can we go to the next slide, please? All right. So I'm just ask you to join this small exercise to share experience. I think if we have the time, like, we might ask one or two of you to turn on your mic and share. But if you can, like, share in the chat box and share, you can pick one of these two questions. The first, like, when was the last time you felt appreciated? And then the second question is like, oh, okay, the second question should be a little bit edited. Sorry, my bad there. The second is like, when was the last time you appreciate someone else? So you can choose, like, to share when you felt appreciated or when you appreciate someone else. And, like, we'll check the chat box right now. And also the most important thing is, like, how, how you appreciate or how you get appreciated. Okay, this morning, okay, that's new. Yesterday, okay, just an hour ago, okay. Can you share with us how you got appreciated or you appreciate someone else? I just appreciate when someone say thank you to me. See, a simple thank you and please, that's the way you appreciate or got appreciated. Appreciate my friend for having a girlfriend. Do you mind to elaborate what that means? Okay, sorry, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing about the situation, just like I need elaboration on that. I appreciated somebody for saying happy birthday to me. I said, happy birthday, Dennis Ao from Singapore. It's good for you have birthday during Labor holiday. Right now, yesterday, we felt appreciated right now because we got to be part of this workshop. Oh, thank you. I feel appreciated too to be able to share this with you right now, just now, yesterday. Every time when I cook, like, what do you mean, Emerson? Like, does it mean you're happy because someone else appreciate your cooking? What did you cook? Do you mind to share a recipe with us? All right. 2 days ago, when my friend appreciated my mathematics investigation, when we participate in the SSSC. Wow. I felt appreciated. Oh, we appreciate our teacher today. I felt appreciated whenever I recycle on Fridays. It's always so nice to experience. Oh, wow. Awesome. Just this morning, our class section lost in a dance competition and our teacher coach gave us assurance and still congratulated us still because we did our best. Yes, you did your best. All right. So from this exercise, it's a very short one, but you can see, and I hope that when you got this recording, you have the time to also go through the chat box again and see everyone's responses. But from this short exercise, you can see that we can appreciate, and we are actually appreciated on the daily basis. And it doesn't have to be something grand, you know, it doesn't have to be something big or we want, you know, either competition or we want like Olympics or something. But the fact that we appreciate other people and other people also appreciate us on small little things like saying thank you, please, my pleasure, no worries. These small kind of actions, it shows that we feel connected with our community, with people around us. And it also really strengthened our identity as a global citizen. You know that you see that on the chat box, it's maybe the example mostly on a real situation, meaning that you are in the same location of the person surrounding you, but you're now, you know, connected more than 10, 11 countries joining us today, and you're connected through this chat box. Isn't it amazing that you are part of this exercise right now, that we are global citizens? So yeah, so that's the second one. So again, what was the first one? Think your head. The second one, share your heart. And can we go to the third one, please, for the team? Can you change to the next slide? Right, the third one, act, behavior. So what does it mean when we say that we act? It means that we are ethically responsible and engaged. So when we say we are ethically responsible, so, you know, right now you are part of the CMU Singapore Student Challenge 2023 with one mission, right? You have to make a proposal to be presented, and hopefully the selected proposal, you can take real action based on what you have planned. Being a global citizen is basically what we are doing right now. You're making the proposal, you collect the information, you feel attached with the proposal you're making because you want to make changes in a good way, in a positive way, and you actually want to act out the proposal that you have planned in order to make real changes in your communities in whatever level that you are planning to. But what I want to highlight from this act section is that you are ethically responsible, meaning that when we're talking about being a global citizen, it's not just about the people. It's not just about your family, your school, your community, other people in another different country, but it's also about the environment, the animal, all of the living beings that exist in our world. So I hope that, I'm not sure whether I will be allowed to see a proposal, but whatever you're preparing, I'm sure it's with a good intention. And I hope that you also engage this principle, ethical, responsible, engaging not just the people, but also the environment into your proposal. So yeah, that's just one thing about this act. And then the second part of this act is engage, meaning that you are a caring person about whatever happening around this globe. Simple things. Like let's imagine, like, what is the most mundane stuff on the daily basis that I see a lot? Okay, for instance, this might sound weird, but for example, I'd like to share with you that in Korea, usually when we go to cafe, let's say the S Cafe, you know, the Star, BUC, and then start again. I'm not trying to promote the brand, but I'm just taking an example because it's a global chain. Of course, you can select your favorite coffee shop. Maybe you can share as well what's your favorite coffee shop or tea shop on the chat box. For example, in Korea, after we drink our drink, usually we are supposed to return the cup or the plate of when we got a cake to the staff at the counter, or there's a separate place to put the trash and the leftover cup. But it's unfortunate that sometimes they return the cup, but sometimes they forgot like about the tissue, or there's like water on the table. So I really appreciate that when I saw that someone else, they even though it was not their trash, but they saw it, they just pick it up and just throw it to the dustbin. So these kind of small action, you're engaged, right? Just because that it was not me, but the fact that you see it and you kind of like got triggered, or not triggered, I'm saying that you are concerned when you saw it, just take a little bit action, just throw it to the bin. It's something simple. It's not wasting your time too much. It's not costing any money. So this kind of principle, we can apply this when we become a global citizen. Like when we try to act or something, usually what refrain or make us become hesitant to take action is that because we keep thinking about like, okay, what will it cost me, If we keep stuck of being like thinking, okay, how will this benefit me only? That's we will not be able to move anywhere, because we always keep thinking about like, okay, what's the merit for me? What's the benefit for me? What can I get from this? Right? So being a global citizen, okay, of course, I'm not saying that you always have to do everything good in your life. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that like whenever you see people in need on the road, you're the first person that should go and like help them. I'm not saying that. It's your judgment. You know the situation in your country. You know what's the best for you. But I'm saying that it's like when you see and you feel concerned, that's the sign that you have to take action, right? Okay, so I actually got like lots of recommendation on the chat box. Chat time. McDonald's. Oh, I know this Fore and Janjiji was someone from Indonesia for sure. And then, there's lots of like coffee and tea recommendation. Looking forward to try the local brands if I ever visit it. And also if you ever visit other ASEAN countries, this might be your go-to if you want to try their tea or coffee in the country. So can we go to the next slide, please? So the principle of like being a global citizen is think global, but act local. So I hope that when you prepare your proposal, I'm sure you're halfway already, right? Because it's due on the 8th, right? And what we are trying to do here is that to remind you that being a global citizen doesn't mean that you have to do something grand. Again, being a global citizen is not about doing something grand, but if you can, that's good, but that's not a compulsory thing. But actually how you can get involved in your community, it can be on your family, it can be on your community, it can be action taken at school, or it can be actually on the global level with the internet. Everything gets really easy right now these days, no? So being a global citizen is like when you actually feel the needs, you got triggered to take action, to do something good for the benefits of this world. So I hope that whatever proposal that you are making right now, it could be on your family level, again, for your school, for people around you in your same city, or even you're doing like international campaign that can reach anyone across the globe. I support all of your efforts, and I hope that you can actually realize this plan into real actions, regardless the result of the proposal out of this SSSC. All right, so I have shared 3 elements of a global citizen. which is like think, share, and act. Are we okay so far? Am I being too fast, or you have questions? Are you good? Okay, I think we can see that everyone is on the same page so far. All right. And now I would like to share with you a little bit about our works at the Asia Pacific Center of Education for International Understanding. Can we go to the next slide, please? I promise this promotional material will be very fast. Next, please. And next slide, yes, this one, please. Yeah, right, okay. A little bit about my institutions. We are related to UNESCO. You know, Phoenix office, the presenter last week. So we are the Asia Pacific Center of Education for International Understanding. We are based in Seoul, Republic of Korea. That's the picture of our office. I'm actually on the 3rd floor right now. And our work is to promote education for international understanding and global citizenship education. So what the material that you learned earlier about the think, share, and act, that's our main job every day, to promote this value to everyone around the globe, not just for students like you, but also for teachers, for the government officials, for communities, for professors, university students, you can name it. That's our work. Can we go to the next slide, please? But today, I would like to introduce to you some works on GCD that might relate to you if you're interested to learn more about global citizenship through these global citizenship education materials. So the first one, I'm sure the CMEO team will share the recording, and also maybe I'm happy to share the material too with you if you want to scan the barcode later on. But the first material that we are doing is that we have GCD online campus. So if you're interested to learn more about global citizenship education, please check this website out. We have classes on gender equality, climate change, environment. We have a course about media and information literacy related to the first point that I mentioned to you earlier about how to get information correctly and critically. So if you're interested to learn more about that, you can access this website, okay? And next one, please. Right, another one is like, unfortunately, this one is for those who are 18 or above, but if you're considering this, you maybe can apply in 3-4 years, I suppose. But basically, like through this GCD Youth Workshop every year, UPSI select up to 50 young people from all around the world to come to Korea and got training on global citizen education. And after they finish their training, we will select maybe 10% or 20% of all the participants, and we provide them with funding for them to do real projects in their community. And then you will be a very equipped young people, our GCD ambassadors, to promote global citizenship across the globe. So yeah, that's another program that I would like to introduce to you, but maybe you can join this in another 3-4 years. Next, please. Right, this is another interesting program that we have for youth. So again, every year we do this Education for International Understanding, or EIU photo class. Every year, UPSIU partner up with a country to match students from Korea and the destination country. And for about a week or two, these students, they do like student exchange for about 2 weeks, and they learn about education for international understanding and global citizenship education through photography. So as you can see at the picture, I'm sure our students from Indonesia might recognize this. Actually, last year we went to Bali, Indonesia, and we matched students from Korea and students from Bali to take pictures about global citizenship for a week. And after the completion of the training program, the students got the opportunity to display the result of their work through the art gallery, as you can see on this top left picture, and also through our digital platform. So if you're interested to see where we have been and what kind of pictures taken by students, please check this barcode and you can see all of the visited places that we have done. And hopefully next year we will go to another Asia Pacific country. And yeah, if you're interested, please do check it out. And hopefully we have the opportunity to visit another ASEAN country soon within the next few years. Yeah, next one, please. I promise this is the last one. And if you see this Global Citizen Campus, if you ever have the chance to visit, oh yes, we would love to visit Brunei Darussalam. Actually, we haven't been to. Hopefully, we have the chance to collaborate with the Brunei government to bring students there. And the last but not least, Global Citizen Campus. If you ever visit Upseyu in Korea, actually, we will have students visit next week from one of the ASEAN countries. And I have to prepare for that too. But anyway, on our first floor, we have this Global Citizen Campus and UNESCO Model Conference Room. Have any one of you joined like UN, Model UN? Do you have that in your school? Like UN, Model UN Club or UN related activity? Oh no, okay. All right, so basically, what does it mean by UNESCO Model Conference Room? Just a little bit about how the UN works. So if you have okay, so maybe not many of you know about this. Basically, the UN, United Nations, you know that, right? United Nations. It is an organization consists of countries all around the world. And every year they meet up to discuss an issue, for example, climate change. Okay. And every country usually has the right to share the standing, their opinion about the issue discussed. So usually these days, a lot of schools, university, they do this model UN club, meaning that the students will represent a country. It doesn't have to be their nationality, but they represent a country. For example, although I am Indonesian, I can be a representative of Brunei Darussalam. And in this model UNESCO or model UN, I will represent the country assigned to me and mention what is our opinion regarding the issue discussed. So at Upseyu, we have this UNESCO Model Conference Room. If you remember, as what Finis explained to you last week, UNESCO is a United Nations organization for education, science, and culture. So within this UNESCO Model Conference Room, we discuss topics related to education, science, and culture. And each student will be assigned to a different country and they can, represent like, okay, my country disagree with this content, or my country agree with this content, etc., etc. So that's what we are doing at the conference room. And if you ever got this PPT slide, I actually have connected the virtual reality version of our Global Citizen Campus. So even though you cannot visit us in person, if you click the link, I think if you can go to the next slide, please. Right, like if you access this website or scan the barcode later on, you can click on the VR reality button and it will lead you to the VR version of the Global Citizen Campus and you can read around the content within the room. All right, awesome. We have 20 minutes left. Can we go to the next slide, please? Right, so summary, everyone. When the teacher starts saying like, okay, we're reaching the end of our class today, that's the most exciting part, isn't it? So summary again, a global citizen is a person who has the head, heart, and hand, meaning that you think, you share, and you take action. You have the knowledge, you feel connected with the person around you or across the globe, and you actually take action when there is an issue or a problem that really entice you to take actions. So, and can we do again? Like, I would like to close my session with this post survey. I want to see, like, after you listen to this presentation, what do you think? Do you think that you are a global citizen now? Like, can we redo the survey again? I'm excited to see the result. Okay, we still have 40% people not answering, 37%. Please, everyone, when you have the chance to get involved, make use of it. Okay, we're still waiting for more people to answer the questions. Again, there's no right or wrong answer. we are just curious to know your opinion, whether you think you are a global citizen or not. All right, we'll give you another 1 minute for the rest of the 27% to make their answer. I agree with the comments on the chat box that being a global citizen is not about, how many languages you speak, how many countries you have been through, but are you actually connected? Do you have empathy? Do you have the courage to take action or not? So yeah, indeed, it is really important. It's gonna be so much fun if we can meet in person and we can talk to each other in person, but this is also good. All right, and we can see that from this brief polling that a lot of you realize that you are a global citizen actually, and it's good to see that so many inspiring young people are very active, very connected, very eager to learn. And I hope that from today's short sharing that I can have with you, you can apply the principle of global citizenship education earlier, the think, the share, and the act into various aspects of your life. It doesn't only have to be at school. It can be with your family, how you treat your pet at home, how you treat your garden at home. All of these simple things, you can apply this in your daily life. All right. So I think the last slide will be my thank you slide, but I will just say it here. Again, thank you everyone for your kind attention, and I will return the floor to the MC. Terima kasih.
Hello. Hi, thank you so much, Miss Mackie. I'm sure that we learned a lot from your session, and that is the introduction to the global citizenship, everyone. So may we move to the Q&A session? Okay, sure. So I think we have 14 minutes more, and this is what we're gonna do. Remember the last time that I call you on the country and then you type in your school name in the chat box, okay? This time we're gonna do the same, okay? Just to regulate and to distribute the opportunity for everyone to speak equally, okay? So first country I'm gonna call on. Be ready, ladies and gentlemen? Vietnam. Okay. Anyone from any school from Vietnam would like to ask any questions? You can type your school name in the chat box. Okay. No one from Vietnam? Okay, if no, I will be moving on to Thailand. Anyone from Thailand has a question? Okay, none from Thailand. Or do I see any names in the chat box now? Okay. I'll go to Singapore. Okay, Singapore. Any questions from the Singapore? Please type your name. Type your name in the chat box. Okay. Okay. Or we can, seems like this session does not really, okay, so I think we can go through the chat box instead, because like the session last week was really crazy. I've received a lot, that's why I need to regulate it. Okay, so I'm gonna read the questions in the chat box, okay? So first question from Indonesia. SMPN 1 Big Asi. We have a question, please. Would the proposal address our country or the Singapore? Oh, so this is about the proposal, okay, not about global citizenship, okay. So for this question, you will have to email to us, sssc@gmail.org, and then we will forward it to Ms. Yakin, okay? Okay, so next, Brunei SMPJNPHAB. We have a questions. Okay, you may now unmute yourself and ask the question to Miss Mackie. Okay. Okay, Brunei SMPJNHAB. Are you here?
Okay.
Hi.
Hello, can you guys hear us?
Hi.
Yes. Hello.
Okay.
We have a really simple question. We would like to ask you all, what do you think is the most simple thing that everyone could do to improve our life in the future, to improve the global warming and stuff like that?
Is it directed to me or to everyone in this chat room?
I would like to hear your opinion on it.
Like one simple thing that we can do to improve ourselves and also improve the global warming situation. Is that correct?
Yes, for our future.
Okay. I personally think that the number one important thing that you can do for yourself is to improve yourself, meaning not just the brain, but also your health. So I would always encourage everyone, young people, adult, etc., to always improve your knowledge, not just the textbook wise, but also other daily life information, like how to cook, how to engage in various activity. Try different things because life is not just about school. Please, teachers, don't hate me, but if you become an adult, it's a really important thing. And another thing is like, please take care of your health. You are young now. You have, but you know that each year the life expectancy in all countries is improving, meaning that you will live longer. If you don't take care of your health now, by the time you hit 30 years old, you will have back hurt or your neck hurt. And like I'm sure like all of our senior colleagues can relate with me right now. That's the first thing when you ask me about like what we can do to improve ourselves. Like try different things, take care of your health, eat healthy, and also like what can we do? Simple thing that we can do to improve the global warming situation. You know that most of the people, when they say that, oh, global warming is too serious, we cannot do anything with it. Like, you know that if you take just one simple action and be consistent with it, it can actually help. Like, for example, you don't have to do big stuff. Like, you just take one thing that you can consistently do every day without being a burden for you. For example, for me, it's like I always take my tumbler. So this is a commitment that I'm doing. And like I live in Korea right now. So what I do is that like I move my house to somewhere closer to my office, for example. So I walk to my office. So I don't use car. So that's the simple thing. So you can choose what you want to do. Something simple. It might take a little bit of sacrifice, but something that you can do consistently. We don't want you to like, okay, I will use a metal straw, but you just hold on for a week and then after that you give up. Or like, oh, I will not eat beef anymore. And then like after a month, you're like, no, actually I love my hamburger. Like, this kind of a small action that is combined with commitment is what I think can change the global warming situation. I hope that answers you.
Yes, thank you very much.
No worries. Yes.
Thank you. Hope everyone is safe.
Yes.
Hope everyone is safe.
Yes. And the weather is changing right now. Please don't catch a cold, everyone.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so next, Myanmar BES. It's two.
We have a question.
Hello.
Hello, can we share? We actually asked a question in chat box.
We answered 2 times.
Okay.
Twice.
Myanmar BES2S, that you guys, right? Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, madam. Let us know if you had a chance to come to our country, Myanmar, which kind of help you would like to provide us.
Sorry, do you mind? I heard the first part, like you.
Let us know if you had a chance to come to our country, Myanmar, which kind of help you would like to provide us.
So like you presenting about like many programs of your so like didn't you? So what kind of help can you provide to us? Myanmar, if you have a chance to.
To come to our country.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
So actually, all of the online program that I shared to you, the GCD online campus, you can access that for free. Like anyone here, it's like you can access the GCD online campus for free. It's an online course, so you can browse around and join the class if you want. That's one. And for right now, we also do the EIE photo class, but of course, if we ever got the chance to collaborate with the Myanmar government to do this program in your country, like, hopefully we can collaborate with your school or other school in Myanmar to join this program. So yeah, but of course, first thing that I want to highlight is that if you are interested to join the GCD online courses, you can access it immediately for free. No problem.
I would love to.
Yeah,
We will love to. Thank you.
thank you so much.
Thank you. All the
Thank you
best.
so much, guys. And next, okay, from Malaysia. Let me see what school. SM Saint Rembua, Malaysia.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Our question is, as students, how do you think that we can contribute to these global citizenship acts? You know, because students, we don't really have much resources. So how do you think we can contribute to, like right now?
Again, the principle of being a global citizen is like to think global and act local. I would always suggest to look around what resources you have in hand, right? Being a global citizen doesn't mean like you require money or you require certain qualifications before you can take actions. You can see what you have around you. For example, you have internet, and you have your friends around you. Even though you don't have money, you have the brain power and the physical power to take actions. So similar with the exercise of this SSSC, the steps of being a global citizen always on these three processes. Like you acknowledge, you collect the information, you see what is the problem around you, and then you see like what is the need, like what kind of action that we can take, and then last but not least, you actually take the action, right? So being a global citizen, it doesn't have to be a big project. Again, being a global citizen is actually you take part of this collective action around the world. So it can be something simple that you do by yourself. For example, again, like what was asked by our students from Brunei, is like how can we contribute to lower the destructive situation of this global warming? You can take actions like what I'm doing right now, or you can cut down your mee share or like cha time by not asking their plastic cup. You can ask them, you can bring a tumbler whenever you got your tea or coffee or your favorite drink. And also this kind of small action that you can do by yourself, for example. And like if you want to do actions that affect other people, you can choose like whether you want to do it for your family, for your class roommates, for your school, for your community, you name it. But of course, like again, it starts with you. What is the most important for you? Like what I mentioned earlier, what triggers you, what make you concerned, what make you like think like, okay, I have to do something about this. So that's the time when you become a global citizen. I hope that makes sense.
Yes, Miss. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Okay, sure. Thank you. And I hope that we will still have time for the last question. Sorry that we have to cut it short today because we're running out of time.
Yes,
So,
we have 3 minutes left.
yeah. Okay, I'll make it fast. Okay. From Cambodia, can I have CTM Cambodia? You can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello.
We want to ask you what challenges do global citizens face?
There are many, but of course, usually the biggest challenge is like when you think, is what I'm doing really make any change? That's the killer question. Like, what I'm doing, is it really making a good impact for the world? Like, for example, like if I decided not to use plastic bag anymore, but I see that people around me, like my friends or my neighbors, still using plastic bag, like you start thinking, like, is it worth it to sacrifice the convenience of plastic bag, for example? So that's I think that's the biggest challenge when you cannot see the result, the big result that you expect. But what I always tell our participants and also the people that we engage in when we share with them about global citizen education, it's about the consistency and about the commitment, right? Like, of course, it doesn't have to be something grand again, but can you be committed in doing what you're doing? The one that really triggers you to make the change. I hope that answer.
Thank you for answering.
No worries. I send my best regards to everyone who are taking these global citizen actions. That it's hard, of course, because we are working on a global scale, but trust me that, it takes millions of strides to make a big boulder crush, right? So, but we are making the strides. So, be ensured that we are making the changes, although we cannot see it clearly through our eyes. So yeah. All right, we are right on time, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your questions. I'm sorry I cannot get everyone today, but we still have one more day tomorrow. Okay, we still have one day left. And here's your chance to send us all the questions that you want. We'll try to answer them. Okay, so, and that wrap up the 4th day of the workshop, you guys. So this is the introduction to GCET, Global Citizenship, okay? And is so from what you have learned in the SDG, in the climate change, you know that like pollution, for example, pollution does not respect boundary, right? It flows from country to country. Doesn't really mean that it happened in one country. It doesn't mean that you would not get affected from it. That is why you need to think globally, and you need to think, share, and act as a global citizen. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Mackie, for speaking for us today. Thank you so
No
much.
worries, pleasure.
It was a really fun session. I really loved the work that FCU is doing. I myself took the course actually.
Oh wow, we have our alumni here.
But I did not finish it because like apparently I have a lot of unfinished tasks here. So
Oh yeah,
but
but
I
if you finish, if you ever take the course, if you finish it, you can get certificate for free. FYI.
oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
everyone, if you want the certificate, go take the course. Okay, it's on.
Yes.
It's on. So you okay. Thank you so much, everyone, and for the program tomorrow. But before we go to that, I would like to make a few announcements. So, Simeo just launched the Simeo Youth Network. So I would like to invite everyone here, since you are very energetic teenagers. So are we inviting youth in Southeast Asia aged 15 to 24 to be part of our Simeo Youth Network? Okay, so this is a platform for youth in Southeast Asia to participate in the programs and share your perspective on how to transform education, science, and culture in our region, okay? So to register, you can simply register by scan the QR code right here, or you can visit our Simeo website for more information. Okay, next. And so that's the end of day 4. Tomorrow's the last day, is day 5, 3rd of May. We'll be talking about applied technologies for life and learn. Okay, so Sounds like a serious topic, but I assure you it will be interesting. So stay tuned for tomorrow, okay? So we will have a speaker from Science Center Singapore, Dr. Lee Song Shun, and we're gonna have some lectures and also workshop activities. And if you want to prep yourself for tomorrow's workshop, you can visit our website and check out the learning materials that our speaker for tomorrow have provided you, okay? And to remind you one last time again, log in 15 minutes before the session start. Be mindful of the time differences, okay? We live in a different time zone here, so check your time zone, okay? And log in at the correct time. Next. And same link throughout the 5 days, okay? If you're not sure, take pictures of this slide, okay? It will be same link for the 5 days. And next. And before you signed off, please don't forget to take your attendance, okay? Don't forget to submit the feedback form to us. But for those who leave earlier, I will send you afterward with the recording of today's, okay? So you don't miss anything. Okay, so, and that's the end of day 4 workshop. Thank you so much, everyone. I really love your energies and your enthusiasm. I see it every day, and I really appreciate that our young generation is really keen on learning new things, and I really appreciate you all being here, also our speaker. Thank you so much, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Okay? Take care, everyone. Bye.